my people. Hi, I'm Sister Self-Righteousness, and I represent the legalistic religious church of today. I represent the religious spirits that are in all the denominations of the churches today. We must represent, my people, image management. We must represent a good and righteous representation and image. We must look good, people. We must be perfect. We must represent the God that we serve with judgment against you sinners and persecution against you sinners. Oh, I love it. And accusing every one of you for your sins and iniquities and transgressions, because you're just not as perfect as Sister Self-Righteousness. We people, we have to represent the spirit of perfectionism and good reputation while maintaining our superiority in the church and in our communities. And we point our fingers at all those other people that don't live up to our standards of perfectionism and self-righteousness and haughtiness. We represent our superiority and haughtiness. We worship all of the false gods that exist in all these religious, legalistic, spiritual denominations. We represent self-righteousness. We represent legalistic. We represent the spirit of religion of the church. We support, children, idolatry of worshiping false prophets and false leaders. And we support the idolatry of the false narrative that makes you feel good and supports your self-righteousness and your superiority and your haughtiness. And, we know we're better than everyone else because we're self-righteous. So a house divided against itself, children, we need to support the legalistic, religious doctrine of demons in the church that support all the works of the flesh and give the works of the flesh glory. And we support the curse of the law. And we enforce condemnation and contempt given to the children of the God, because we are the children of Satan. We will enforce ignorance in your mind, in your souls, and in your spirits, so that we can, in good conscience, condemn others, hate others for whatever they do to offend us. We can support unforgiveness towards anybody that offends us, bitterness towards them, resentment. Oh, my favorite, judgment. Contempt prior to investigation. That's another good one. Oh, Sister Self-Righteousness will love that one. Contempt prior to investigation. And murder towards others. That also means, yes, gossip. And my favorite, character assassination and smear campaigns against you. Why? Because you're not Sister Self-Righteousness. And therefore, we can. We are in allegiance and support the kingdom of darkness by supporting our image of religious legalism and haughtiness. And we support the curse of the law. And of course, we support Sister Self-Righteousness. We support the religious legalists that promote the curse of the law by judging and condemning the children of God for all their imperfections. We judge them for all their sins and iniquities and all their transgressions. Oh, they're so bad. We must judge. They're bad. Shame on them. The machinations of Sister Self-Righteousness. I will cast upon you the spirit of rejection, the spirit of an orphan spirit, the spirit of abandonment, the spirit of ostracizing you, and the spirit to disfellowship. These tools of Sister Self-Righteousness are designed to maintain control over you If I can't control you and get you into compliance for the denominations of the churches with the legalistic doctrine of demons, I will ostracize you from our house of the kingdom of Satan so that you cannot influence our lives and interrupt the false narrative of the kingdom of darkness. It's our place, sisters. We choose the characters and the actors and the plot and introduction and the summary. Do not interfere with our false narrative. Sister self-righteousness uses the works of the flesh, which are the goods of the kingdom of darkness. We judge idolatry, but support adultery at the same time. This is the definition of double-mindedness. We judge fornication, but we will support fornication at the same time. We judge uncleanness, but we support uncleanness at the same time. We judge lewdness, but we support lewdness at the same time. We judge idolatry, but we support idolatry at the same time. Again, I represent the spirit of double-mindedness. We judge sorcery and witchcraft, but we actually support sorcery and witchcraft at the same time. Double-mindedness. We judge hatred against unrighteousness, but we support hatred of the unrighteous because they are the objects of our hatred. And so we support hatred at the same time. We judge contentions and contempt towards others, but we support contempt and contentions towards others. They are not with us, sister self-righteousness, so we judge. We judge jealousies towards others, but we support jealousies of the true children of God, Jehovah's children. We judge outbursts of wrath and retaliation, but we support outbursts of wrath and retaliation at the same time because we're self-righteous. And righteous anger is what we support. Of course. We judge everyone else because we are victims of this system of people hurting us. Oh, everyone's hurting us. So we're victims of this world because we're good and they're so bad. Oh, we judge selfish ambitions because we are all about supporting our own selfish ambitions. It's all about us. Me, myself, and I. We judge dissension, but support dissension at the same time. Because we're better than you, and you know it. I'm sorry. We judge heresies, but we support heresies at the same time. We're real tricky that way. We judge envy, but we envy the children of God at the same time. We judge murders and abortion and suicide, but we support murder, suicide, and abortion at the same time. We have to have human sacrifice to support sister self-righteousness. We judge drunkenness, but we support the mental health of drunkenness behaviors at the same time because you're bad. Shame on you, drunks. We judge rivalries, but support rivalries at the same time. We act like we're doing you justice by judging you, but we really want you to just destroy yourselves. Why? Because this is sister self-righteousness, and this is what we do. We are the accusers of the brethren, and we represent our father, Satan, the father of lies and the accuser of the brethren. This is who we represent, the legalistic church of judgmentalization. We do not represent the fruits of the Spirit, which are love, perfect love, which casts out fear. We don't represent that. We represent fear. Oh, yes, the fear of going to hellfire. If you are not sister self-righteousness and you're bad, you're going to burn in hell forever. We use fear. We do not understand perfect love. We do not represent joy. We do not have a sense of humor. We are offended by everything that you do. We do not represent peace. We represent strife and war. We do not represent goodness or mildness, and we do not represent faithfulness to the true Most High God, Jehovah. We do not. You cannot trust the spirit of religion. We do not represent self-control. We do whatever we want. We judge whoever we want. We hate whoever we want. And we condemn whoever we want. And we are justified in doing so. We do not represent patience. And we do not represent gentleness. But we will point the finger at you because you're bad. And shame on you for not being Sister Self-Righteousness.